The crowd has enjoyed the action. You're looking at Sergio Reyes, the reigning U.S. champion at 119 pounds. Also a Marine. The last time we spoke with him, he was very concerned about going to the Persian Gulf. We revisited Sergio and got his feelings about the Gulf War.
Marines did their job over there. The military itself did their job over there, and I'm glad the war is over.
What are your thoughts about your friends coming back from Iraq?
Well, today I was reading in the paper. I was looking at the names of the lives that passed away. Unfortunately, we had some lives, but that's expected in war. I'm glad we only had 79. But I didn't see any of my friends. I seen one person from my hometown, from Fort Worth, Texas. I didn't know him, but I'm glad they're coming home. It won't be till about March or April, but I'm glad they're coming home.
The pride of the Marines, Sergio Reyes, stationed at Camp Lejeune. His opponent, one of the youngest boxers in the competition, 16-year-old Wayne Chandler.
Cannot yet box internationally, Wayne Chandler, but they believe he is a great talent. A little bit of frustration. They'd like to throw him in against some international boxers. Sergio Reyes has great experience, very tough inside, a straight-ahead type of guy. You can see 5'2" and 5'3", not much of a height advantage, but the age and the experience certainly on Reyes' side.
And you mentioned Chandler's age. He's 16. You have to be 17 to take part in international competition. Bob Wimberly of Paterson, New Jersey, is a referee for this bout. Reyes, the U.S. champion, Goodwill Games champ, Marine and Armed Forces champion, the '88 National Golden Gloves champ, and recently named the 1990 Armed Forces Athlete of the Year. He's had quite a track record. Reyes in blue, Wayne Chandler in red, out of Miami, Florida, a product of the Miami Police Athletic League program. Showing he's not afraid to mix it up with Reyes.
Reyes not much of a defensive boxer. Well, what he does, he just comes right at you. His offense is his defense. You can see he gets off very quickly. And he'll test the 16-year-old.
Looked like a low blow by Chandler, and he receives a caution for that.
It's tough to hit a guy 5'3" low. You got to go way down there.
Reyes enlisted in the Marines largely so he could work with the longtime Marine boxing coach, Roosevelt Sanders. Prior to that, he boxed out of the David Gorman Boxing Club in Fort Worth, Texas. Reyes has been bothered by a bad right hand. He has a calcium deposit on his right hand. During the Goodwill Games, he actually won his semifinal and final bouts using his left hand only. He is really courageous.
He's tough. He just took a right to the nose. Chandler has the skills. Again, the experience is the difference, but you never can tell in boxing. Again, styles. Chandler looks a great deal taller than 5'3" to me. He looks like he towers over Reyes.
I think he might be 6'3".
Yeah.
His coach, Patrick Burns, said he's been boxing 18 and 19-year-olds since the age of 13. Caution to both boxers. If nothing else, this will be an educational experience for young Wayne Chandler.
Well, the biggest difference when you come out of the juniors is you find that the boxers are stronger, and Reyes is a very strong boxer. Good right just is coming in, a right to the nose. Chandler holding.
That's a club to the head and a caution to Chandler for hitting behind the head. Pat Burns said Chandler's very mature for a 16-year-old and very dedicated. He said he's the first boxer in the gym and the last to leave.
Needs the jab. Needs the jab. Now he's a little confused. He's pulling around. Yeah, see, another caution. He needs to use that jab to keep Reyes away from him, and he's not jabbing. There it is.
Reyes' experience, I think, will just be too much for Chandler, but what a future this youngster has. Only 16. Reyes said his tactics against a taller boxer to use the head fake and duck under the jab. We saw Chandler being cautioned again, I think, for hitting behind the head.
For holding. He's holding. What he's doing, he's leaning on him and holding, and that's too cautious in the first round.
Chandler doing a lot of holding and grabbing as we near the end of round one, and a caution to Chandler for pushing, and Bob Wimberly says, no, that's twice a caution for that infraction.
Chandler again confused, just took a couple of good blows to the head. He can switch, he can become a southpaw.
Ooh, he nailed Reyes with the right hand. Sergio walked into that one. This time a caution to Reyes' corner for talking. And points going to be taken away here, it looks like, from Chandler for pushing. So that's going to really hurt his cause. He's lost a point now. Mel Proctor with Kevin Kiley and Craig Sager back at the Broadmoor World Arena in Colorado Springs, the site of the U.S. Boxing Championships. These are bantamweights. Wayne Chandler, a 16-year-old from Miami, and Sergio Reyes of the U.S. And Chandler getting another warning for the same thing, holding or pushing his opponent down. So that's twice. And those points being deducted, if he had a chance to be good with, were probably going to cost him the bout.
He's in danger of being disqualified here. What they told him in his corner, Wayne, they told him to jab. He came out jabbing, but he gets lost when he gets in too close. He starts battling, and that's where he does his holding.
His coach, Patrick Burns, told him, every time you've thrown the right hand, you've landed. So use that right hand.
Told him to aim right at Reyes' head because Sergio's ducking under.
That was close to another warning to Chandler. He pushed Reyes' head down. See, the talent is there in Wayne Chandler. He's quick, good hand speed, just inexperienced.
That's a tendency to throw the right and leave it in there and not pull it back to defend himself, and he gets hit over that right. Very lazy with the right sometimes.
Good left hand by Reyes. That was right on the button.
This is a lesson, Harry. Wayne's getting a lesson in boxing.
No disgrace in losing to Sergio Reyes, who's beaten some of the best in the world. He beat Lionel Odom for the U.S. Championship a year ago, beat Serafim Fedorov of Bulgaria for the Goodwill Games Championship. One of the top amateur boxers in the world.
Good left by Reyes.
Teeing off on the right hand now. Minute 20 remaining in the round.
You look at Sergio's eyes, Mel. They get so big when he boxes. They're wide open.
He's got a lot of heart. We're talking about the hand injuries, and the hand is feeling much better. He's been using massage and therapy to improve the hand. He said it's feeling pretty good, but I'm still a member of the Goodwill Games boxing with his left hand and winning the championship. Didn't even throw a right hand. Pot-shotting Chandler now, lefts and rights to the head. Chandler's getting a little frustrated at this point.
He's also getting beat up. Reyes going to the body. Chandler, see, Chandler really doesn't know what to do. That's the experience. He doesn't know how to get away, and that's where the cautions and the warnings are coming in. He doesn't know what to do when he's hurt.
Reyes now has really stopped boxing. He's just wading in and throwing shots from the floor.
Wayne's feeling every bit of 16 years old at this point. Very high. He's taking some punishment. His punches are lacking any kind of steam. And Reyes is relentless.
Reyes cutting off the ring, wading in. Chandler getting a little awkward now. Good combination by Reyes and a good second round for Sergio. And now let's go to Craig Sager, who's standing by with the new heavyweight amateur champion, John Bray.
Well, thank you very much, Mel. John, first of all, it was a close bout. Did you think you won, and what was the difference?
Yes, I won. There's no doubt about it. It's just I wasn't pleased with my performance at all. I didn't dominate him the way I wanted to. And due to a hyperextended elbow in the first fight, it throughout the tournament got worse. And in the semis, I had a war with Bobby Harris. And it just took a lot away from the elbow, and I wasn't able to land the right hands that I would have, which would have stopped Javier, I think, in his aggressiveness.
Now, we saw where you wanted to be a private investigator, but with all this notoriety you're getting tonight, you may have to change your plans because you certainly can't go undercover anymore.
Well, there's no doubt about that. You know, the long-term goal is to win that Olympic gold medal, go on for the heavyweight championship of the world as a professional. But right now, to make a little money here and there, do work as a PI, and it's great work. I enjoy it.
Congratulations on adding another page to that great rivalry with Javier Alvarez. Congratulations on being the national champion. Mel?
All right, Craig, and John Bray told us he provides executive security for many Hollywood celebrities whom he would not name.
Yes.
Round 3 at 119 pounds. It looks like Sergio Reyes is way ahead in this bout against 16-year-old Wayne Chandler of Miami. Chandler is from the inner city in Miami, from the Overtown section. Came up through the Miami Police Athletic League program with Junior Olympics.
This is only his 9th open fight out of the juniors, so when you think about that, this is for the U.S. Championship. You have to understand, Wayne Chandler is an outstanding athlete. At 16 years old, is 16 years old.
And quite an accomplishment to reach the finals at such a tender age.
Well, consider 4 of those 9 were right here this week. And he's a game youngster, too. He's hanging right in there.
Caution to Reyes for using his shoulder on Chandler.
I asked Wayne what the most difficult punch for him to throw was. He said it was an uppercut, and of course the uppercut would do a lot of damage to a ducking Sergio Reyes as he came in, and Wayne just hasn't picked it up yet.
Chandler's having trouble getting off any punches. Reyes is just all over him. Caution to Chandler for spinning Reyes around. Sergio whacked him in the head while he had him turned around. 3 commands used by the referee: stop, box, and break. That's to cut through the language barriers in international competition. Reyes just winding up and throwing heavy blows.
He hit Wayne Chandler, and Wayne said, "Nice shot, man." Right after he hit him, he stopped and said, "Nice shot." Right in the middle of the round.
And another caution to Chandler for holding, pinning Reyes' arm. No disgrace in losing to Sergio. Chandler running away from him right now.
Well, Chandler has a lot to learn. His third round each round is a different learning experience. Now he has to deal with the pain and the fatigue of being beaten. He knows he's been beaten, and yet he's hanging in there and boxing and throwing and getting off. And at 16 years of age, he has a good future.
He started boxing at the age of 10 when he watched his friend Santana Lewis in the gym. Lewis, who's part of the U.S. amateur program. Reyes began his boxing career at the age of 7. He says he still has the photographs of his first bout. He was 47 pounds at that time.
You wonder what gives Reyes trouble. He had trouble with the Cubans, he said, because the movement bothers him. Had trouble catching the Cubans. They can hit him from afar. He doesn't have much of a reach.
He beat one of Cuba's best boxers, Enrique Carrion, in a first-round bout in the Goodwill Games. So this one would appear to be all Sergio Reyes as he tries to win his second consecutive U.S. championship at 119 pounds.
We will see Wayne Chandler again, though, Mel.
A caution to Chandler's corner for coaching. You can't talk to your boxers when they're in the ring. And we'll be back with a decision at 119 pounds in just a moment as boxing action continues in Colorado Springs.
Good job, sir.
Welcome back to the Broadmoor World Arena in Colorado Springs, not only the home of the U.S. Boxing Championships, but the home of many outstanding skaters. Peggy Fleming trained here years ago, and Hayes Allen Jenkins, David Jenkins, more recently Jill Trenery. But tonight, it's boxing at hand as we await the decision at 119 pounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a 5-0 decision. The defending bantamweight champion, Sergio Reyes, blue corner.
No surprise there. A unanimous decision for Sergio Reyes. Coming up, Eric Griffin, a 2-time world champion who has never won a U.S. championship, will try to accomplish that feat as he faces Orlando Malone. But right now, let's go to Craig Sager and my original boxing analyst, Harvey Schiller.